Welcome back again, rum lovers. It's me, Jamie of Ready, Set, Rum. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. First thing you do when you click on this video, subscribe. If you already done that, like. And comment whenever I get to something that you really like and you want us to discuss some more. Love the conversations we're having in the comments. Alright guys, so today we are going over the Florida Rum Society's TAKEOVER event. So February 11th and 12th was supposed to be it was supposed to be the Rum Congress, the Miami Rum Congress event. However, due to COVID, they had canceled. Maybe there was too many, suppliers or whatever feeling a bit antsy because there was a spike early in January. So they pulled out. The event was pushed back to March. However, our fearless leader, Trader J of the Florida Rum Society, decided that for those who already have planned to drink so much rum during this weekend, we were going to drink rum that weekend. And they put on the FRS TAKEOVER. And man, it was a good event. So for me, honestly, it popped up. I was like, man, do I want to go? I was like, maybe. All right. Wasn't too sure, but somewhat interested. Then the event came out. They were gonna sell tickets for $50. It's like, all right, that doesn't sound too bad. Maybe I'll buy a ticket. So came out. There's the Friday and the Saturday. Friday night, Saturday all day, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do anything Friday night. I have a young kid, want to spend time with the family, so I bought the ticket, but didn't really intend to go on the Friday night. So before the event started, I saw Plantation was going to be on there the Friday night, like Plantation Rums, but wasn't really thinking like, yeah, I gotta taste some new Plantation Rums, right? But then the week leading up, I'm seeing Plantation doing tastings in other locations, up in Orlando and stuff. And man, I'm like, man, they got some stuff there that I really do want to try. So the Thursday, I called up my friend. He goes by rum.chan on Instagram, Rashawn, and he was like, yeah, I don't think I want to go. I'm like, dude, those tastings looking pretty good, man. We gotta go that Friday night. So Friday night we showed up at Esotico. Could never pronounce that right, but it's a bar down in Miami. My wife always looks at their food. They got a lot of great food there. They got an octopus hot dog and stuff like that, and crazy tiki drinks, lots of flames and lots of dry ice and stuff. So really cool, guys. Check it out if you have the chance. You're down in Miami. Food and drinks are a bit pricey, but it is like worth it. It's really top tier stuff down there. The rum bar, it's really big. I'm pretty certain they probably had like 500 drinks there or something. The bar was 20 feet long, maybe even longer than that, maybe 25 or more. About 4 shelves. They had tons of Plantation. They had tons of everything. They had Appletons. They had the Joy. They had the Heart, Mount Gay, Port Finish. A lot of stuff that was there. I was trying to get it, but the system was down, and long story, but whatever. Anyhow, that's the venue. The venue that they had, the Plantation Tasting, was Escotico Bar in Miami. They gave us a cocktail, pretty much, can't remember what they call it, but it seemed like a riff almost on a traditional Mai Tai. And then they had a lot of drinks. So let me just go through what I could find here, because right now they have it on the website. They have it on Florida Rum Society's website, some of the drinks that we were able to try. So they had the Isle of Fiji, which I think is what they used to make the cocktail while we were there. They had the XO. They had the Plantation Australia 2007, the Trinidad 2009, the single Fiji 9-year, which has Leline Aquavid finish, and then they had the Fiji 2009 Clay Coman finish, and then they had also the Barbados 10-year in Oloroso Sherry, and they had something else too. Pretty sure there was something else there. Oh, then they had the long pond. They had the long pond from Jamaica, right? The ITS. So that one, honestly, like it was really a good tasting. Like no lie, I think the only one I didn't get to try was the Trinidad. I don't know how I didn't get to try that, but the Australia was really good. Reminded me of Foursquare slash the column stills from St. Lucia Distillers. Kind of give me that kind of vibe, somewhere in the middle there, but a really good rum. The two Fijis, enjoy the two Fijis a lot. However, the 2009, I think that Kilcolman finish, that was like a peaty kind of finish. Really good rum. Let me go into what they said on the website. So basically, Plantation gives you a lot of details. So it's 49.6 ABV, Fiji rum, molasses base, fermented 4 to 5 days, triple column still and pot still, aged in bourbon cask for 8.5 years, continental aged in Ferdinand cask, and then further finish in Kilchoman Peat whiskey cask, 500 liters. And man, so the finish on that, it really absorbed it, man. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Caroni. It had a bit of that kind of petrol kind of taste to it, plus the peaty finish to it. And it wasn't like crazy peaty, because I did have another rum during this weekend that was crazy peaty, but that one was just really good. Loved it. Volatile substances, the esters, they said 113 on the esters. Volatile substances, they got 478. Dosage 2 grams per liter. So this is like nothing. This is 2 grams, right? The limit for England, for Europe, is like 20 grams. They had the caramel colorant, 0.1%. So basically no caramel in there. But man, that was a delicious rum. I think I tried it probably 3 times, and that's probably why I didn't get to the Trinidad, right? But that was definitely a good rum, and that's for $65 on the Florida Rum Society website. This video is not sponsored. I'm not getting paid or to celebrate any of these rums. We got a lot of rums to talk about, so these guys owe me a ton of money if that's the case, right? But yeah, that was definitely a good rum. The next one, which is the Aquavid, that was also good. That is 48.5% ABV, Fiji molasses, fermented 4 to 5 days. That was all pot still. Continental aging 1.5 years in Ferdinand cask, and then the 4 months in Lenny Aquavid cask, 350 liter, right? That was traveled around the world by boat. I had a pretty good taste too. But honestly, like a lot of stuff, if you don't like peaty stuff, you don't like Caroni stuff, you're not gonna like the first one I just talked about, which is the 2009 Fiji. But this one, the 9-year-old, this one may be a bit more up your alley. It tastes a bit closer to the, I would say, a bit more on the agricole kind of vibe, but smoother, has a nice taste to it. A bit, honestly, it was it was salty, grassy, had some flavors like that. Did they give any tasting notes here? Not really, right? But definitely, this is also a good rum. This is $55, so $10 cheaper than the other one with the peat finish. So definitely 2 good rums to pick up there. As I said, the Australia was really good as well. That's 3 good rums, and the Australia is $75 on Florida Rum Society. I'm pretty certain they ship in Florida. I know they ship in Florida for certain. Not sure if they ship out of state. Check it out on the website, see if you can ship out of state, or message Jay on Instagram or whatever, right? Figure it out. Yeah, but definitely those are some good rums. The XO, I just reviewed that. Check out the link below. Check on my page, you'll find the review of the XO. And then the Long Pond, I have a bottle of Long Pond, haven't opened it as yet. Honestly, the Long Pond is growing on me. By the time I get to review, maybe I'll love it, right? But this is like the 2nd time or 3rd time I've tried the Long Pond. Give me a second, let me sip on. So this glass here is you can't really see too clearly. I should have not put this frothy drink in there, but this was a gift that we got when we purchased the Florida Rum Society packet. So definitely a good tumbler. Tonight this is just some berry juice, because I am about to do some more rum reviews. Did not want to get too, didn't want to start the rum drinking before I actually got to the reviewing. So just some juice for tonight, right? Other than that, they had the Barbados 12-year, the Barbados 10-year in Oloroso sherry, $63. I had that. It was okay. The Fijis, that was just so much. I think I started on the wrong trend. I started with the Australia, right, and then I went to the Fiji rums, and then when I got to the Barbados, I was like, man, okay, it's Barbados rum. Get a little so sherry is okay, $64. But I am really into the funky stuff, right? So guys, when I don't seem as excited for Barbados rums typically, it's just because the funky stuff really just blows my socks off, and then I'm kind of like, yeah, it's good. It's not that I hate it, it's just that if you enjoy funky stuff, it's hard to get excited about non-funky stuff, right? Even the Australia was really good, but by the time I got to the other funky stuff, I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like the Fiji stuff was just blew my mind. I'm definitely gonna pick up one of the Fijis, probably the Peat one, just because it was just so unique, so crazy, right? So that was my night. Drank through all those drinks. The little pouring you little shots and stuff was really good. Good conversation. Everyone was there. Jay, John, Rashawn, new people I met from all over. Mike, he's a pilot. Can't remember his last name. Durick? I don't know. I'm butchering that, right? And then there's the other Mike. I'm butchering everyone's name tonight because I never really say your last name. I'm sorry. I just read it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But definitely, the people who Greg was there from. He's the one that does the certifications for the Remoulier. There's a ton of people there. It was really a good night. Really good conversations. Missy. I'm messing up, but Missy and Joe from the Rum Traveler, they were definitely there. Some of the photos you're gonna see in this video is definitely gonna be pictures that I got from Missy, that she posted online, right? So a lot of stuff you're gonna see is from her, but really good quality rums that we tried that night. And then I had to stop, get some food midway through because the drinks were just flowing, right? So definitely first night was a good night. Can't complain. The next day went down to Hilton Beach Cabana, and we started off with the Privateer. So Privateer got there and they actually presented drinks pretty much for the first time down there, and they had a couple distiller draws that they had, right? And Privateer, most of you guys, I don't know how many people know about them. It's a small company, but really it is one of the best or the most highly rated of the American rums. And pretty much they have, he said, a hybrid still. It's like a pot still, column still that you can really adjust and do a lot of things on. So that's what they have, and they use a lot of fresh wood or fresh casks, right? They don't use used casks. And I think one of the reasons they do that is because you can get a lot of wood flavor in there very quickly compared to use a used cask, because it's a new company. A lot of their things are pretty young, right? Pretty much when I just started really knowing about them, a lot of their stuff was 3 years old, 4 years old, was the most, I think. 2 years, it was really small. Ism was really small. Honestly, started off not being much of a fan. It felt it was a bit woody, but I don't know, the woody stuff is growing on me, or they're just getting a lot better, right? I just was not one of those fans from out the gate. A lot of people, when I just started really getting into the rum community, I was like, yeah, Privateer is great, Privateer is great. I was like, oh, okay. Wasn't really that enthused to try it. Finally started trying them. Started like, okay, this is pretty good. But honestly, this weekend, I don't know if it's the rum talking, but stuff we tried this weekend was okay, so not just this weekend. The last time I did a tasting with them, I did get to try a lot of different things from them as well. That was a couple months ago. I posted on my Instagram when I went out there, and I did some I like more than others, but there was really a few there that I was like, man, you know what, this is good stuff, you know. But then what I tried this weekend was really good stuff, right? These distiller draws, they were great. My favorite was Mirth, which is distiller draw number 126, and it sells for $85 on Florida Rum Society. Honestly, hands down, my favorite of the lineup, and that's 5 years and 1 month. So you can see, as I said, they're pretty young rums, and they're pretty expensive for the age, but also they use new oak. They don't use spent barrels, so they buy brand new stuff, right? Distillation column still only 190 bottles produced. It is at 114.8 proof, so it's 57.4%. Definitely what they did on that was good. That's just my favorite. It was smooth. There's a sweetness, like a honey flavor. Man, I don't think I saved my notes. Too much drinking, something happened with my notes on that one. But definitely that was my favorite. I cannot forget it. So they say tasting notes: butterscotch, caramel, toffee, tobacco leaf. Definitely butterscotch. Remember I said honey? He's probably right. It probably was like butterscotch or caramel, but it was pretty good, pretty high on the butterscotch caramel flavors. Definitely can't complain about that one. Then the next one that I really like was probably Intrepid. 117 proof, 193 bottles. It was 5 years and 8 months. And tasting notes on that: nutmeg, cardamom, cinnamon, caramel, toasted almond. Is that there was some that had some that I felt like, I swear there was one that had some sort of different maturation or something. But that definitely was one that I had liked as well. Honestly, I think it was Mirth, Intrepid, and then I think the next one I liked was Nexus. So Intrepid is $95, and then Nexus is 5 years, 3 months. This says, rye. Nexus saw over 2 years of maturation in a formal rye whiskey barrel. Enhance the flavor: apple pie, cinnamon, orange peel, cardamom, fresh baked. So let me double check some of these. So that was Nexus, which has the whiskey barrel, sorry. And then there's actually a queen share that's 4 years, and that's like an old queen share, because like I have a queen share here which I just got. Doesn't say how old it is. I don't know why. I thought these guys put it on everything, but I gotta do some research, see which one I got. So mine says barrel P110, proof 57.8%, right? And I gotta look into this. Queen Share is known to be very fine, rare barrels from the distillery reserved for royalty. Today we offer to you the people, distilled from meticulous collection of our most flavored cuts. Queen Share, each year for Privateer. The rum is made traditional style, once treasured, lost, not revived. Distilled from sugarcane. Alright, doesn't give an age statement. I'm pretty sure it's probably like 3 years or something, because the one that they put out this year is 4 years, and you know, they don't do a lot of aging. They don't do a lot of years on theirs typically, right? But this one's also good. Honestly, I liked all of them. Some more than others, and I gave you my 3 favorites. My 3 favorites was the Mirth, Intrepid, and the Nexus. So that was the Privateer tasting, and then we went on to Granda, and Granda had some good ones as well. Definitely, it struck me that Granda gives you way more of a Spanish style, not Spanish style, tastes closer to like Cuban rums. to me. It's Panamanian, Don Papa. Haven't had a lot of Don Papa rums. Don't think I ever had any Don Papa rums, honestly. But definitely rubs me a bit on the Cuban style, but definitely good. One that he had there was the Isla Peat finish, which is sold for $80. Man, if you like peated whiskeys, you're gonna like this rum. It is peaty for sure. It is just like whatever peat is, that's what it is. It's wet smokiness, 69.3%. And for Peat's sake, it says Peat is a beast. I think they had like 2 years of peat for the finishing. So definitely heavy on the Scottish whiskey. It's set and filled for 10 years at 65%, and then it's set for additional time. So the cask came from the infamous Isla Scottish West Age whiskey sent to Panama, filled with 10-year-old rum. So 10-year-old rum is then put into this peat cask for an additional year. The ABV drops a little bit, but definitely that's a peaty rum. That is just crazy peaty rum. So it was good. Let me see what other grander stuff. So there was a 12 year, which was very much more blonde looking in my mind. The 12 year pretty much was a more of a spent cask, right? So very light. And then there was the 8 year, which the 8 year was a single barrel, which was good. It was my favorite. The 8 year single barrel was my favorite one there. And then they had the rye finish, that the trophy release. There's a bunch of different things, but honestly for me, my favorite hands down was the single barrel. The single barrel 8 year was my favorite, and then was probably the rye finish. But Grant had some good rums. The toasted oak, one of my friend Rashawn, he loved the toasted oak. Toasted oak was pretty good, but for me, the winner hands down was that single barrel 8 year. It was good. It was good. It was something that I was like, all right, I could get this, So that was definitely it for me. And then we had trivia games with John Gula. Is there rum in this thing? All right. So John Gula. He had the game night. Ran through some games, kind of like almost like a Jeopardy version for Rums. Really good. Gave out little prizes and stuff like that. Very enjoyable. All throughout this whole thing, they've been giving us the snacks and treats and stuff. Coquitos and different things like that. So definitely was a good time. We got to eat something to kind of, absorb the alcohol. Then we went to the Clairin tasting, and Clairin was a good time. So there was the Sonju, the Vival, the La Roche, there was the Sanson, there was the Communal, there was a wide variety. The Casimir, wide variety of rums of Clairins there. We definitely get to enjoy them all. Funny enough, like I have a Vival, did a review of it. My Vival was very sweet, very much tastes like sugar cane, like old moldy sugar cane. The Vival I had there was very different, was way more savory. The tasting notes and everything was on the savory side. They all had different processes. Remember one of the distillers, he put like wheatgrass and different native grass that he would find nearby his distillery into his fermentation tank. So nothing was added post distillation. These are all things they're adding into their fermentation batches, and definitely that was a good time. Crazy different. Like by this time it's the end of the day, and I'm like, wow, like I'm blown away by the flavor profile, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm tasting this thing right, but definitely way more on the savory notes, cardamom, eucalyptus, mint, a lot of those kind of flavors I was getting out of these things, and I was just like, man, this is different. This is different from what I had before. So I actually have some other Clairins I'm going to review soon. and these are like, I have a local Clairin from San Michel. I want to review that soon, guys, so check it out. This is the local stuff you pay on the island for like $9 and stuff. You know, not the fancy bottles and presentations we get here for 40+ bucks, but definitely the Clairins, their presentation is really good. They went into all the distillers and stuff like that. Honestly, I think I might buy a bottle soon, and you know, kind of utilize some of the information I got from them and present that to you guys. All right, but let's wrap it up with the last event. So then we left the hotel and we went to Swizzler, which is a bar down on Miami Beach. And at Swizzler, this was hosted by the Clairin Spirit of Haiti group, right? And they then had 2 drinks made. One was a daiquiri and the other one was, I can't recall, it's kind of a spicy type of drink, a kind of cocktail, but definitely 2 delicious drinks. You know, had a good time. You know, my friend Paul from Drums and Rums was there. You know, it was just a lot of people, so many people. I don't want to forget any of you guys, but definitely want to shout out Paul. Did an episode with him a while ago. We did some Louisiana rums. Check out Paul at Drums and Rums, guys. So went down there to the Swizzler, small bar down inside. Like you go into the hotel, into the lobby, you go down one level and you go down another level. I don't know, it was really far down there, and it's a really dark, you know, like speakeasy kind of vibe, but really cool spot. We had the cocktails, they gave us some treats again to eat, to snack on, and then finally they broke out the Casimir aged in Caroni cask. Man, it was good. So definitely give you Caroni vibes, like all the way through. The savory, the notes of the Casimir really plays well with the Caroni cask. And honestly, like, I felt like I really want some Caroni cask. Like I just want one stave of Caroni cask to like age it with some Jamaican rum or something, just to see, because Jamaican funkiness like a Ray and Nephew or a Rum Fire, oh man, with Caroni cask, it's just gonna be an explosion. It's gonna be an explosion. Maybe the best would be like a rum bar, like you know, the rum bars are a bit more subtle, a bit more gentler with the Caroni cask. I don't know, but definitely it made me think, no, I do want to find me. Could someone sell me or send me just a little chunk of a Caroni cask, please? I gotta figure out what to do with that. If I ever get it, I want to do something with that, definitely. Yeah, but definitely we had some punches down there at Swizzler Rum Bar. It was just a good time. It was a good time down there. Chill with everyone, had some drinks, had some eats. At that time, I was tired. But Sergio is also on Instagram. I can't remember what his Instagram handle is right now. I'll drop it down below. Sergio wanted us to go to all his other stomping grounds from when he was younger, and I just couldn't hang, man. I'm too old. You know, the baby, just me. I don't know. I'm just too old for this. You know, with Sergio and the guys down there, they hung out longer. You know, ordered some more drinks, went to other bars, and had a great time. So definitely, guys, Miami Takeover from Florida Rum Society was a blast. From Esotico to the hotel, all the tastings there, to the Swizzle Rum Bar, it was a good time. I was happy to even discover these bars, because I've been living down here, never been to any rum bars really. Like, imagine I drove all the way to Cocoa Beach. I went to Tropics, which was recommended to me by Travis in the Florida Rum Society, which was really good. Very affordable pours out there, man. I gotta get out there again, right? So that was like, I feel like I'm gonna take that 3-hour drive, just to enjoy the rums at Tropics. Because Tropics just had a nice mellow vibe, fresh air, you're right off the beach, great pours. I got like a pour for like $8 or something, about $100 bottle. Definitely a good time out there. So guys, that's my recap. Definitely Florida Rum Society came through for this event. They really brought, you know, some good rums. They got some good rum companies to show up and, you know, give us, you know, something to replace what we were hoping to have in the Miami Rum Congress. Rum Congress is coming up next month. Yeah, so next month, I think it's like the 11th or something. They moved it over. It's probably like the 11th and 12th, or the 12th and 13th. So I'm gonna give you a recap of that as well. I already bought my tickets. I will be there. But thanks to Plantation, Privateer, Grander, Clairin, all for showing up. And guys, you can get these rums on Florida Rum Society if you're in Florida. If you're not, I don't know. Mail it to a friend, let your friend mail it to you. I don't know how you're gonna figure that out, but definitely they got some good rums on that website. And yeah, Ready Set Rum, taking it around the world. No rum in the glass, but many at the Florida Rum Society channel. Alright, taking you around the world with my imaginary rums at a time. Cheers, guys.